dudes and dudettes. So yes, I did mention Jack Jones a few videos ago and the possibility of him coming back, him transferring to a community college to go back to USC because he was academically ineligible. But of course, Friday morning, him and two other ex-Long Beach Poly football players got arrested for trying to break into a Panda Express, I believe it was, which just sucks because he had a lot of potential. He could have, I think he could have at least made a roster, at least special teams, and maybe like a backup role in the NFL at some point, but it's just tough to see a guy go down that path, and it sucks that he had to do that, but hopefully there's something bright in his future and he can get past this. And then also have Marvin Bagley saying it's kind of disrespectful that DeAndre Ayton is saying he's going #1 and only working out for the Phoenix Suns, because you never know. I mean, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago, Anthony Bennett was the #1 pick for Cleveland. I mean, we all know how that went. I mean, the guy's not even playing after like 2 years in the NBA. So, I mean, DeAndre Ayton, he is a good talent. I think if you're the Suns, you have to look at Bagley as well. He's also from Phoenix and was born and raised in that area in Arizona. So it could be another hometown player. The only problem I think with Bagley is that he is a year younger than basically everybody else in this draft. So his body is not mature enough, I guess, than all these other guys. So that's why they're kind of looking at DeAndre Ayton. But we'll see how this goes. Obviously, a Duke guy, I want him to go #1. He's the best chance of the Duke player to go #1. But we'll see how this goes. You never know what Phoenix is going to do. They might even freaking trade the pick, so you never know. I guess Vegas has the Lakers with the highest odds to sign LeBron James. Of course, it's crazy that they're betting on some weird things like that, but I mean, you never know. Hopefully it can't come true. Vegas isn't always correct, so we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping for at least 1 or 2 of these superstars to finally come to LA. Then you also have them saying that LeBron James and Chris Paul would come to LA together just because they want to play with each other so bad. But going to Houston, you know, you're not going to get the same amount of money. I doubt Chris Paul's going to get that 5-year, $200+ million contract with the Houston Rockets, and he's already like 33, 34 right now. So it's going to be ridiculous making $40 when he's like $40 million when he's like 37 years old. So coming to LA, he'll still get like a 4-year deal, almost like $150 million around there. But I just don't see him working with him, and LeBron James would probably be working well together, but if you don't have any other players around, like what are you going to do with Lonzo Ball? And that's obviously makes him tradable. So it kind of breaks up a lot of the chemistry and everything you're going to do for just 1 or 2 players. So I don't think that's a really positive way to go, but we'll see. Okay, and both Kyle Kuzma and Josh Hart are predicting that the Lakers are going to end their playoff drought for about 3 or 4 years. I don't even remember. It's been way too long. And actually make the playoffs this next year. It's pretty awesome. Hopefully both those guys can stick around because they're definitely really cool and good glue guys to have around. Both 3 to 4 year players, and you can tell already how much they've fared pretty well in the NBA, and that's why I have my Lakers looking at a lot of guys who are 3 and 4 year players again, just so you're able to compete right away instead of waiting another year or 2, which is always a smart thing to do. Then JT Daniels, the incoming freshman quarterback for USC. I don't know if it's Vegas or somewhere else, but according to the whole NCAA, he's the one USC player that has the highest Heisman odds. So either whoever's making that prediction has like some insight that he's probably going to be the main starting quarterback, which is what I've been predicting this whole entire time. And the fact that he is, and he's going to be up for the Heisman, which is pretty awesome. But it's just obvious with that much talent that you have there, if everybody's healthy, and the way that guy, you know, his numbers in high school last year were ridiculous, like 50+ touchdowns and not even like 4 interceptions, and still like ran over 500 yards as well himself. So yes, the hype is real. That's what I've been telling you people. Watch out for him. Hopefully he does become the starter and USC turns this ship around. congrats to two Golden State Warriors. An ex-Duke player, Quinn finally had his shot in the NBA officially as a backup role, and turned out to be good for him, winning a championship. Same thing for Nick Young from USC. Took him about like 8 or 9 years till he finally got one. Too bad he couldn't do it with the Lakers, but you know, good for him to finally get a ring, especially to bring something back for USC. That's awesome for those guys. Congrats to them. Not so much the Golden State Warriors, but congrats to them, as they're my homies. But then we also have the Lakers kind of secretly working out Lonnie Walker, which is kind of interesting, because I sort of see him in all these draft stuff, all these mock things, that he's a top 15 pick. But the Lakers right now are at number 25, so they would obviously have to make a trade in order to even have a chance to get him if he is still available, because he's not going to go past 15. He's definitely a lottery pick, just because, in my opinion, he's like the second coming of Jimmy Butler, really, and about the same way. Like, he seems how Jimmy Butler came into the league, but yet Jimmy Butler spent 2 to 3 years at Marquette before he came out and went into the NBA. So if he's already at that level, he's still a tall shooting guard, plays defense first, has ability to shoot, and, you know, very athletic as well. So he'd be a good guy to have. Him and Gary Trent Jr. at the shooting guard are only the two freshmen that I believe in that can play right away and contribute to your team. Other than that, they're pretty much guys that need to develop. So let's keep going. And two guys that came in to work out for USC yesterday. Of course, I only know how good he is because of how much of a pain he was when we played against him. It was Theo Pinson from North Carolina. The guy, even though he's really short and played even bigger positions than he should have, he still always contributed really well, especially when it came to Duke. But you kind of figure that it's just because it's a rivalry game, but he still had pretty much successful seasons. He's almost like a Draymond Green, just even shorter than him. So he would be a good glue guy to maybe have coming off the bench. But, you know, you never know. I don't even see him. A lot of mock subs don't even have him getting picked. Same with the guy Wenyen Gabriel out of Kentucky. Always got to look at Kentucky players because they're really talented guys. This guy kind of different from all those other Kentucky players who left after 1 year. He stayed about 3 years. So hopefully, and he did get a lot better. He is now a shooter from 3, still very athletic, more defensive minded. But these guys you could both look at, and I wouldn't mind if they make the G League team or not at first. Then also the outdoor track and field women's team won the national championship for USC yesterday, which is pretty awesome. It's always good to bring championships back to your school. So congrats to them, and hopefully you guys can get it again next year. Be back to back. So thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. I know a lot of people have been commenting and maybe not liking my opinions on my last video, but it's all good. That's why it's, you know, everybody's opinion is their own, and I say it to you guys as well. So I just appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again. Like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll get some more videos that hopefully doesn't cause as much controversy, but let's just see how this goes. We're all fans, remember that. Thanks.